Hello. Hi. So I'm Davide. Hey. And bonjour. Yes, I live in Paris, and where I work for UNESCO. And I'm here with my colleague Misako. She's in the UNESCO office in Bangkok. And we are both from the what is called the communication and information sector, uh, which is doing a number of things. But among these things is doing the work that I'm going to present now. And we start by, okay, let's me briefly maybe say that 2 words also about the communication information sector. We do work on a different range of areas. One from the promotion of media development, to the use of ICT in different domains, including, ICT for persons with disabilities or for creation, and we'll see about that. And also in this sector, we also promote the openness as a value. And this means that we also promoting open source software, we're promoting open access to scientific information, and the openness linked to educational resources. UNESCO, I don't know, do you know UNESCO? Who knows UNESCO here? Oh la la. And what do you know about UNESCO? It's probably the World Heritage Sites. Yes, but we do more than this. We do mostly about work about education and science. So this is the core of our work. Although most of us knows about UNESCO and the World Heritage. So we start from an observation. An observation is that now IT, internet, etc., they are in our hands, in everybody's hand, and this is going to increase. So basically, we talk about digital natives because not like people like me that were I was there when the first presentation was on, knowing all the history of internet, using Netscape, browser, etc. But today's people, they just come to life and they immediately have access to internet. So the question that we asked is this: do we have a conscious understanding of what are we using? So in other words, I see a couple of kids here around playing with tablets. So do we know what are we doing? So do we know what is behind this? So basically, it's like TV. No, we are used to TV. It's a black box, let's say, that gives images. But do we know how it works? Why these images are coming to us, and who is deciding which images are going to us? So this is a bit the question. And the question is the same today with social media. Social media is great, right? You all tweet, maybe you all use, Facebook or other social medias, etc. But at the end of the day, this is maybe a sort of illusion of interactivity, where you say, okay, I can do whatever I want. I can talk to my neighbor, I can talk to my friends, and I can share photos, I can do a lot of things, I can do everything. But in fact, what I can do is I can do because someone decided that I can do it, or someone wrote some code that enabled me to do it, right? So we are just, basically users of technology, and we are happy about that because these technologies are great. So in other words, is that why should not we know what happens when I click something on a computer, on a tablet, on a phone? What happens when I click I like? Nobody knows. Just that, my friend received the message that I like something on Facebook, for example. Yeah, but what is behind this? What is behind this is a whole world of things. It's a world of knowing about flux of data going through servers, people working on the servers, people dispatching the information, machines dispatching the information, and it's a whole world which needs to be understood. And basically, isn't understanding how things work and try to master them because I understand how these things work. Isn't this about FOSS? Isn't this about open source? Is this because I wanted to know how the thing works so that I can improve it, maybe and make it better, or I can use it the way I want? We had a speech on the laws, on the laws of FOSS. So this is the Youth Mobile initiative. Why Youth Mobile? It's a title. It's a name that we have tried to capture two basic elements. One is the youth, because the next generation is the generation that we should look at, and all these digital natives. And mobile, because mobile is, of course, the trendy word. Everybody has a mobile in their pockets. Probably many people have also 2 or 3 mobiles in their pocket. So that's where it works. And the idea of the overall, let's say, goal and idea behind is, can we promote the teaching of how to make apps to young people, so that it's not only using the apps that someone else has done, but also make your own. And it's quite nice to see the eyes of kids when they make their first app. It's fantastic. The idea of I have created something, I invented something. It's boosting the entire program. So, because we are UNESCO, of course, we have a particular kind of stakeholders. We work with, especially with government, or maybe policymakers, or communities of teachers, universities, etc. So, and the first thing that we know is that whatever idea we can have, we are certainly not the first to have this idea. So we don't pretend that this is new, right? So this is far from being new. There are many people all over the world who are actually promoting this at different levels. Very small. There are very small initiatives that exist locally, with enthusiastic teachers that are promoting these ideas and trying to do whatever they can to enlarge the mindset of the students and to open them an entire new world to very large initiatives that are worldwide known, like code.org or things like that, where coding is let's say taken from a very amusing point of view, where you just manage some characters, do some little programs, etc. So this the first thing that how we can help this kind of initiatives. How can we sustain, as UNESCO, as an international intergovernmental organization? We have about almost 200 member states composing UNESCO. How can we support these local initiatives and bring them up so that they can set a case, so they can inspire maybe policies, maybe they can inspire large universities or schools to do these kind of things. So the same way we go also to talk to organizations, teachers associations, etc., to promote this idea. And last but not least, of course, as far as you look around, you will find 2 or 3 competitions about maybe making apps. There are so many out there in the world. So how can we spread this concept? How can we sustain and improve this by maybe linking these competitions to sustainable development issues? How can can you challenge a school to make an app for cleaning the roads or something like that? So there are several concepts which are behind this how to do this, and it goes from thinking what is the problem, for example, cleaning roads, to think how can this be solved, and there is the link with the programming, with coding. Programmers. I used to make software some years ago. how can you solve the problem? How do you approach the problem to find a solution? Is in this called computational thinking, right? So problem-solving attitude and technology. Use the technology that you have at your disposal to solve the problem, or at least to try to solve the problem. And maybe at the end of the day, think about what's going next, what's going to happen. So can you think about more long term? Why are people going to use your app? Why are people going to buy maybe your app? Why can you develop a little business plan behind to see, okay, I've done this, it's great, but what for? And then finally, bring this to community. Let really people use and do what you thought in the beginning was the solution to the problem. So, in order to do that, there are several actors involved, and our program is about trying to put everything, all these elements together, from teachers, which are essential, to students, of course, and to local organizations. So the program has some, for us, big goals. For us, this is quite large in terms of achievements, because this is not only the only thing we do. So we need other people to sustain. And this program was initiated like 2 years ago, and so far we've been working in a number of countries, 16, 17 countries more or less, and all in different ways. In different ways, meaning that we don't have a package. We don't have a package that would tell you how to do things, but more we would go and ask, what is the problem in your community? How your community works? What is the best way in your mind? What is the best way to do it locally? So, basically, how would this program work best in this particular area? So, this is why in all these different projects and activities, we don't have a unique way of approaching the problem, but it's rather, sometimes it's really community workers, sometimes it's really young students, sometimes it's university students that may not have had access to this kind of trainings otherwise. On the other hand, there is another aspect which is very interesting to UNESCO. It is about gender equality. So again, we start from some observations, and which are not very equal, which means that most of the time this in many places, let's say not all, but in many places programming, coding, etc., it's a very masculine activity, basically. There are very few women that are really engaged in this. So we have an idea, started some programs, some ideas, for example, by trying to leverage the experiences of very incredible girls. This one is one of these girls. Her name is Marta. She's, I think Mario met her, by the way. And she's very incredible. She was just a young, 17-year-old woman who had wanted to go to US for study. She's from Kenya, but she couldn't get through. So instead of going to US, basically she stayed home and said, okay, what can I do? Because I just discovered IT. So she opened up a school, and this school. In a very short time, this school became a little school, but was changing the life of thousands of young friends of Marta. So, can we find other Martas? Is it possible, not for me, for you, for everybody, to find other Martas? Other Martas that can simply do the same and maybe teach and inspire other people for this entry into coding and programming. So, through the programs we've seen the number of innovations from different people, girls and young people. I think I'm already running out. And also, we have been promoting competitions using open data. Why? Because, for example, this one is a little competition we ran last year. It was about oceans data. We collect, as UNESCO, we have a network of ocean observatory systems where we collect information about oceans. But this information is normally available to scientists only, not to normal people. So can we give access to this data to young people and see, okay, this is a different way to perceive the marine ecosystems. This is a different way to see that the oceans, and the message behind is that finally these data are available, and why don't you use them? So this is applicable to oceans now, but it can be applicable to anything, transparency, etc. after. So to do this program, we work with a number of partners, including FOSH-Asia, and we look forward to work with even more partners in the future and to expand this program and in different countries.
Okay, thank you, Davide. So I'm a sort of regional hub because I'm based in Bangkok. So for that program, so for FOSH-Asia, we will be having a series of 6 workshops targeting kids. So I would like to invite you to join those workshops that go from the creation, design, coding, and implementation of mobile application development. We also encourage the use of open data, open educational resources to harness the use of knowledge and data. We will be also having the booth through the next 2 days, the next 3 days, including today. So we invite you to come to talk to us if you have any question and in proposal of partnership. Just very briefly, what we are planning to do after this FOSH-Asia event, because UNESCO is an intergovernmental organization, so our stakeholder are basically the governments. So we are promoting and we are implementing projects to serve the population and the communities. So we are trying to bring innovative project and a good experience from the bottom to put it in the policy in a way to bridge the gap between policy and practices, and also to bridge the gap between formal education and non-formal education. So, for example, we are planning to create some policy briefs to promote the coding skill as a tool for innovation, free expression, creativity in informal education in Asia. We will be also promoting innovative realization from young people in Asia through UNESCO's network, and it's going to be showed in a completely different networks like UNESCO's member state. We will be fostering debate on licenses issues, on open license and the impact on development and innovation. And we will continue to enhance the capacity of young people to harness the potential of free and open source software, open data, open educational resources, and with a particular focus in the area where they don't have the chance to access to those those training, like in marginalized community, in rural communities, or in least developed countries. Thank you very much.